Somewhere in the equatorial areas of South America, a small, innocent-looking, recently changed butterfly rose for the first time in the air, fluttering its colorful wings. Nobody then thought that this would lead to the creation of a powerful, destructive tornado going from western Texas to the Illinois and Indiana border. You probably can't believe that it was the butterfly that was the main cause of this anomaly. Certainly not. However, this example brilliantly describes the theme of today's episode, which is the so-called butterfly effect. The butterfly effect is a term used in chaos theory to describe how small changes to a seemingly unrelated thing or condition can affect large, complex systems. To be precise, the butterfly effect is a way of describing how large systems, like the weather, remain impossible to predict with total accuracy, because there are too many unknown variables to track. The effect was discovered by an American mathematics and meteorologist, Edward Lorenz. Lorenz discovered the effect when he observed the runs of his weather model with initial condition data that was rounded in a seemingly inconsequential manner would fail to reproduce the results of runs with the unrounded initial condition data. A very small change in initial conditions had created a significantly different outcome. History knows many cases where you can see the butterfly effect. One man's kindness caused the Holocaust. Henry Tandy was in France in 1918 fighting for the British Army when he decided to spare one young German's life. This decision was to cause the war in ways no one could have ever imagined. Tandy was fighting to gain control of Marquine and saw one injured German soldier trying to flee. Because he was injured, Tandy couldn't bear to kill him, so let him go. The man was Adolf Hitler. Speaking of him, in 1905, a young man applied to the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. Unfortunately for him and us, he was rejected twice. That aspiring art student was Adolf Hitler, who after his rejection was forced to live in the slums of the city. He joined the German army instead of fulfilling his dreams as an artist. Martin Luther King Jr.'s reputation rests on a gun license. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for his pacifist and non-violent protests, but history might have remembered him differently if a request for a gun license had been granted. When he had just been elected leader of the Montgomery Improvement Association, it is known that he applied for a license to carry a firearm. This was after a number of threats from whites who were opposed to his selection.